you meet people with like zero dreams or like things like that, right? They just want to like live normal life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Well, their dream is being happy and like that's fine.
Yeah,
Having a
getting
family.
married,
Exactly,
paying their rent,
Yeah.
fucking their ugly.
Go to a baseball game once a
Yeah.
summer.
boyfriend, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
Well, you know, everyone needs. I'm sure they have a hobby besides, you know.
yeah.
But I'm always worried about those people, like they're cutting people up or something, you know, like if they don't like.
I think there's such a beauty in the
I know.
simplistic life like that.
It's great.
Yeah, dude.
Wanting something else is the
Oh,
real torture.
the dream is to like
Yeah.
go to an island somewhere and like, you know, retire, like run a
just
bar.
be content.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love that so much.
yeah.
Oh Jesus.
We would have fun.
Yeah, we'd have a real good time.
Oh yeah. and we'd be like, remember when we used to hustle?
yeah. Remember we were
What were we
trying something? That was
thinking?
crazy, man. Yeah.
Hey, what happened to Tony?
Welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I'm your host, Luke Schwartz. Today we have a real banger guest.
A hodgepodge.
Real hodgepodge of boys in with me today. To my left, did I say I'm Luke Schwartz and I'm your host? To my left, you got Joel Jimenez.
Hey, hello
Across
everybody.
is Morgan Mizell.
Hey, hello,
And then next
everybody.
to him is Willie Simon.
What up? What up?
Thank you, boys, for being on the show. We have a show most Wednesdays at 10:30 in the Belly Room. If you come, it's a free show if you mention the Doorcast.
Yeah. If you come, it might be no cap, but
No, I
I was
think
gonna say you
I
have
don't
shows
think
some Wednesdays.
No, yeah, like maybe half the Wednesdays here.
yeah.
Check
Yeah.
check the website.
So you
for-
don't know the specificity of that because when people are like, when can we see you guys go up? I'm like, it used to be every Wednesday. Now it's like
Yeah.
come on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesdays are a good get, but like, check the schedule and
Yeah.
you can tell them from there. They want us to have the show. That's why they threaten to take us away all the time.
yeah.
Whoever tips and mentions the Doorcast at the door gets a shout out. Shout out to server Lenny for putting in $20 to the door.
yeah.
Thank you.
Dang,
so
hell
much.
yeah.
Lenny.
Yeah, that rules.
There's I think there was someone yesterday in the belly room. This girl Cynthia from Austin. She was like, "I know the Doorcast."
Oh hell yeah! Shout out to
Cynthia.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next time, text me and I'll read it out on the thing.
Hell yeah! I definitely will.
This
Thank
isn't
you.
a tip, but Big Bad Brad bought me dinner last night.
Wow.
He brought me a chili cheeseburger from Carney's.
Hell
What a
yeah.
guy.
The new security guard, Stephanie, and I go, here, I'll give you cash when you come back. He goes, don't insult me
Yeah, he
with
said,
that.
"Don't insult me." One time, I asked for sweet potato. He's like, well, "I'm getting you something." Give
Yeah,
me it."
that was
And,
awesome, man.
Here's another special shout out for Big Bad Brad. This is the podcast he listened to most this year.
Wow.
On his Spotify Wrapped.
Wow.
I am
Damn.
someone's number one. That felt really good. I got like goosebumps when he told me. So it's a big special shout out to Big Bad Brad. Thank you.
I have a
And,
story
of course,
about him this
Mike.
week, but we'll wait till you're done.
Will you? 'Cause I was just talking.
I mean, that's kind of low.
No, we will.
Shout out Gino from Speedweed and Mike Z and Shannon always showing love. Yeah, I'm probably forgetting some people, but Lenny for the 20. Thanks, Lenny. And it's been a real week. What you got, Joel?
Oh, it's been a real year this week. To borrow a line from the captain himself,
Nice to hear my bits out in the wild.
it's fine. It's fine.
Very good. Yeah.
So Anthony had a spot somewhere. He was working the belly room. He's like, can you cover the belly room for me? So I go up to the belly room, and when I'm up there, I get a text that some girl puked all over the table.
Oh, I heard about that.
And
This
she's
was a
now
big
laying
story.
in it.
Yeah. A big story in the group chat
Yeah.
that day. Yeah.
And so I'm up there. I'm like, oh, I didn't want to go cover the belly, but as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm really glad to be up here.
Yeah.
And
Where were you originally?
I was on the patio.
Oh, so this was like your
Yeah.
yeah,
domain.
it's my domain, which we'll get to that later. So I guess like Ryan, Faji, somebody cleaned it up. Thank you guys.
lucky.
But I'm done. I come back down to the patio and everybody's like, dude, Richie's fucking pissed, dude. He's like yelling and screaming. And I only heard from other people that he was yelling or whatever. He didn't know that I was covering Anthony. He thought I just like left my post.
Okay.
So I guess everybody heard him fucking screaming in the kitchen. And I was like, first I was like, should I go like see him and be like, what's up? And I decided to just stay away till
Smart
Yeah,
decision.
exactly.
till he like wore himself out. And I guess when he left, he looked at I guess I saw Ryan and I was like, hey, Richie's like mad. He's like, nah, you're good, man. He didn't know you were covering. And I guess when he left, he looked at
Takes
Anthony.
one sentence to tell Richie to like, no, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess when Anthony was like, when Richie was leaving, he looked at Anthony and was like, hey, man, you need somebody to cover you. You know, his favorite word.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right,
Derogatory
we're
word
good.
for homosexual. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny too. I remember I was leaving. You were out front all bummed. I was like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "Oh man, all this shit happened. Like Rich is yelling at me."
Yeah, I had no idea.
I was like, "Oh, who gives a shit, dude?" I was like, "He's not gonna be mad about this in 10
But so
minutes."
this girl,
That blizzard passes, if you know what I mean.
it is getting cold, and I don't mean the weather.
While all this was happening, I was getting my money from Richie in the office, and we're just looking at the camera, and I just see everybody on the patio like moving. And I was like, "Oh, that doesn't look good." He's like, "Yeah, sure doesn't." He's just like, so 100, 200. Just keeps counting, it doesn't even flinch.
So they tried to kick this girl out, and she kept like, wow, she was like fucking hammered, and she had puke all over her pants, and
Let's get her back in. Just send her to the belly room.
My type of lady, dude.
she said she was getting an
Can't go
Uber.
back in the OR. You can go up the belly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's good.
Ding dong upstairs.
Yeah.
You're fucking good to go.
Yeah.
Well, she'd probably get a spot on that show.
Was this after the meeting?
This was
Yes.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah, this was
So on the meeting,
Wednesday.
he very much specifically said, you need to find a cover if you're going to do a spot.
Yes.
And so Anthony got a cover through you. So you were doing exactly what he was very at. Like,
Yeah.
So I
maybe
had
only-
no
you're
idea.
good.
I just
The
come
only
back
point
to
of business.
chaos, dude, and I'm
Yeah.
like, they're mad for what? Like,
She should have picked her head up out of the puke and been like, "I'm here to see Richie."
Oh, right
I'm
this
here
way,
for-
ma'am.
yeah, oh, I didn't realize.
Let's open the red carpet.
follow the puke fucking road. But she kept saying we kept trying to get her an Uber, but she kept opening the Maps app, and then she locked herself out of her phone.
Oh, man.
So then Brad, very nicely, he finally got her address. He got her an Uber. It was $12. Sends her
What a
home.
guy, dude.
And I was like,
Big Brad
thank
Brad. I hope he's
fuck.
the hero of every story we have.
Yeah, right.
That guy's the
I
man.
mean, he
Buying
might
people
be.
cheeseburgers.
There was this like
Yeah.
Adderall psycho too that night that like kept coming back and oh you're a drummer too. I'm a drummer, man. Like just he's like I don't do drugs, and I was like that's what somebody who does a lot of drugs
Adderall.
does.
Yeah.
But he ended up sitting and talking to the puke girl, and then I'm like, me
God.
and Corey were looking over, going like, look at this fucking group that formed right here of complete psychos. It was
People say the Comedy Store is haunted, and I go, it's not by ghosts, it's by living people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
by the people
exactly.
that it's like that kind of thing. That
It's more like a
draws-
Walking Dead kind of thing, not like ghosts.
It's a magnet for insanity. This
Yeah.
place a lot of the time. I had a problem with a woman who was really like Chad was into her, flirting with him heavily at the front door, and then like I was like, oh, she's gonna be a problem. She's already drinking. She's a couple wines deep or whatever, youngish, under 30 definitely, and was like, I was like giving her the spiel. She bought a 1 ticket for the front row, and I was like, oh god damn.
oh man.
She's front row, and I was like, if she was in the back, I could have put her in the back or the side and then and dealt with
manage
it.
it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, she got the front. She like got front row, and I was telling her the rules. She goes, "I know how to do comedy shows. Don't worry about it." And I I'm
I'm
worried. I'm
immediately
very
worried.
worried.
Yeah.
I know how to do comedy shows. This is my job.
That's a huge red flag.
Like, I'm wearing the uniform. Like, I got you. But she was like, no. I was like, don't talk to them. Let the show come to you. It's going to be fine. And she was like, I got it. And was like, just a little chirpy for like the first couple. And then Brett Morin is having a good set. And he like mentioned something about her before because she's like fidgeting and doing all this weird stuff. And he's like, you need to calm down. Are you okay, lady? Like, chill your shit. And it was okay. I thought it was handled. And then he does a big long bit. It's getting laughs throughout, and he's building and building. And right before the punchline, she just goes, "I don't know about all this. I think what you're saying is blah blah blah." Like, and just like ruins all the timing. Just like the air goes out of the room, and I'm just like, oh. So I like go over and I go, "Okay." And he's like, "You ruined the thing." Like he was being like good sport about it or whatever. And I'm like, "Okay." Because I hadn't really given her a warning. I go, "This is your last warning," and he goes, "Last warning" from the stage, and like literally the room is silent, and so I'm just like, "Okay, you gotta go," and like I'm talking this loud, and I'm the loudest person in the room.
Oh my god.
And so everyone is like watching me struggle to kick this woman out. And like, come on, let's go up. Here we get. See how you're being a pro. And she's like, "Oh, I'm the issue." And I'm the problem. Okay.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah.
And I go, "How is it not you?
Yeah.
In what world is this?"
You're
You're the
people
one
in the room,
yelling,
you're the only
"I'm
one
the
talking.
issue." It's never fucking.
And then like I really had to we had to walk her, and like she's like, "Someone should be holding me and leading me out of here." And I was like, your ass out of my fucking room. And just like, and
like
like
a
security,
duchess? Who the
nowhere to
fuck?
be, whatever.
Yeah.
Security was like standing in the back of the room and just watching. I mean, what were they gonna do? But once they got to the back of the room, they're like, "Get over here!"
Yeah.
Like they got her. They got her.
We're in
out.
our world now.
She's like,
Yeah.
thank you. I should be being let out and dragging her.
By the leg.
This is how a lady is exited the building. Just dragging her fucking out.
Yeah, but really, like Brent Morin going, "Last warning" from stage. I was like, God, I got so embarrassed. I was like, okay, you're right. She needs to get the fuck out of it. I was like, yeah. That was
He should have
tough.
brought her up like the Sklar brothers. Just had her ruin fucking sets all day. That'd have been fun.
Did the Sklar brothers bring up people? Or you're saying
No, they're just like
another
two of
person?
them. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a second person. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, they're not all winners.
No, not even close. I worked OR last night, and that was pretty good. Who did I work with? Cooper, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you saved me from the patio for a while.
I did the first like couple hours, and I saved you for an hour out there. You got overwhelmed out there.
It was a lot, man.
I really like.
Second night in a row too. It's freezing out there.
Yeah, I was covering
I felt bad for
Anthony. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll show up, and then it's just fucking chaos.
You just gotta stop covering Anthony.
I did it because
Make
I
the
know
new
what
guy
it's
do
If
it.
like.
someone pukes, you're just
I'm
outside
sick of
all day.
Nicole getting her shitty shifts covered too. Like, work your goddamn shifts. But I went out there and really like marshaled it. Like one of the new security guards, fine, but they're a little quiet. They're just like quiet and they don't know the answers to the thing.
Yeah.
So I went out there and I was like, oh yeah, it's the room is over there. And like she's like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I said thank you.
Well, I
and
don't know.
Just answer questions.
yeah.
I've always been here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I was like kicking people out of the driveway. She's like, "Wow, you like notice stuff," and I go, "Yes,
Yeah, that's the
Look
whole
around.
job.
Yeah, you're a security guard.
Literally the first part of your job. Yeah. Notice things.
Look around. Yeah,
When you
it's
were
hard to see
gone,
over the crowd when you are under it.
when you were gone, somebody yelled something during Fitzsimmons' set, and something I don't know. He was like, "Yeah, it was a sports reference." He's like, "I'm not a sports guy. Like, maybe if I was, that would have really helped." But go ahead, keep yelling stuff out until something works,
Yeah.
And then I walked over and I was like, "Hey, I know you know this, but don't keep yelling shit out."
Sure, you got the vibe. From
Yeah.
what you were saying, but, yeah.
Fitzsimmons will destroy you too.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
He has no qualms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lets you like do it to yourself too.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Unlike Steve Byrne or Al Madrigal will fucking ruin
Flame you.
like ruin the show, ruin his set, to ruin you. He'll really come after you on a very personal level.
That's
if you
hilarious.
talk, or even if he just kind of doesn't like you or vibe.
I've seen a couple people. It's usually in the OR too.
Steve Byrne will really let people have it too.
Because I feel like it's so intimate and everything's on top of each other.
Yeah,
I see people losing the OR a lot.
yeah, yeah. It's a very much like oh, sorry, I just got a gig offer. It's okay.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's for next week's podcast.
It's to not make Mark Maron laugh in the green room. That's what it is.
Hey, he could choose anybody to do that, and he chose me. That's nice.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm like probably his fourth or fifth string backup. I think. Yeah, he likes because I'm pretty similar to him.
Yeah.
we have a lot of the same.
Yeah,
Like,
you're like smiley Mark Maron.
West Coast. Like, yeah, I'm nice Marin. Yeah, like yeah, we do like we have a similar like West Coast Jewish liberal elite.
Yeah.
even bit that we talk about. And it's like
Yeah.
I'm very simple. Like so like he likes me enough, but like not for first string, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him at all. Take someone different with you out on the that's a better show.
Yeah.
I worked a lot, but I covered Willie.
Yeah,
while
in the
you
belly
were doing
room.
your spot in the
Yeah.
belly room, and it was Funny Girls was the show.
Yeah, I thought it was Pretty Funny Women, but
Oh, yeah.
it was way worse than that.
You know,
It was awful.
really, I think it's pretty on par. You know, for Pretty Funny Women, the host of the show, or the producer of the show, who is a woman, like makes women wear dresses and heels and stuff. And I was
Really?
like, wow, you're doing the patriarchy's job for them.
Those three words on their own would be great, but together.
Yeah, there's all.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny. It's just, but this one was
Yeah,
funny.
Pretty
Girls,
Funny
I
isn't
think.
good. It's like-
No, yeah, exactly. It's not good. Yeah,
It's pretty funny. That's not what I want in a comedy show.
Not very funny women. Yeah, it's like mediocre.
You can even say beautifully funny women. It still works. It's still it's better.
Oh, that was a beautifully funny riff. Willie. Fucking hell.
But just to like shoot yourself in the foot is very emblematic of a bringer show anyway.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But the crowd up there was really just, I don't know what any crowd that comes to like any independent show is good. And when it's a bringer show, they are.
Yeah, they create like it's the
bad
fucking
people.
I think it's like the
Yeah.
Comedy Chateau, dude. They don't fucking like one lady was in there.
Hey,
She was
you don't
like,
badmouth the chateau here.
yeah, okay, okay, Joe.
Get started, yeah.
S-H-A-T.
Yeah, you don't besmirch
Yeah,
the good name of Saint Felix in here, dude. That's but fucking no. One lady was in there like before I did my spot, and she's like alone, and she's like, "Hey, can I have 7 more seats?" And I'm like, "No, you can't fucking have 7 seats. Like, what are you talking about? There's
like
no
the
one in
first
here with
person
you."
in the room
Yeah,
just,
she's
like
not.
wants to save 7 seats.
Yeah, it's like fucking. What do you think this is, dude?
The Last Supper.
That's where I get overwhelmed is when like people are just in their own world and entitled stuff. Like when they're looking for a room, I can really help them. I'm good on the patio. But the belly room, I just get a little flustered, and I'm like, I'm not gonna help you at all. You're just gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer on your own. I was trying to help, but now you're gonna suffer. And like, people were like, I'm gonna save seats, and I was like, go ahead and try.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try.
No.
And then I was just like, and then people were like, can I sit there? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, we're saving the seats. And I go, talk it out amongst yourselves. You guys figure it out. Yeah. Like, hey,
Well-
you're adults. I bet you can figure it out.
Last night, that guy closed the door to the OR, and you watched him, and he goes, "Let him. He deserves to struggle." And watched him figure it out. There was an entitlement story on. I think it was Wednesday night. It was at the end of the night. This drunk girl. She's sitting at the table. We're putting the furniture away, and they go, "Sorry, you got to get up. We got to put the furniture away." And she told Julian, she goes, "Fuck off." And he goes, "What? Fuck off." And then Corey comes over, he's trying to talk to her. And then finally they're like, "Joel, come I
End of the
go
night.
over."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I go, "Hey, we gotta
remember
like
this.
we gotta put the furniture away." And
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
"I'll give you money. I'll give you money." I go, "I don't want money. I want to go home."
Yeah.
And then she got up and she threw a fucking table. She threw a table on the patio. Yeah.
That's not money.
And they were like, whoa. And he's like, "You gotta go," Julian said. And then he like walked up to her, yanked the beer out of her hand. And then she was standing on like the white tile, by the exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she kept like doing all this sort of shit. But she was just like so entitled. Like,
What the
When you
fuck?
throw money, you've bought your way out of a lot of like predicaments in the past or
Yeah.
whatever. And we were like, fuck you, man.
Dude, 100%.
I
Yeah.
still would have taken the money.
Yeah, right. I'd have been like,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
take the money and then
Yeah,
kicked her
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
What?
why I'll
And
be
you go,
broke.
what money? Yeah.
I already made a deal with you. I might as well be getting paid for
Yeah,
this.
you're right.
You're clearly not going to be a good person about
Well,
this
next
regardless.
time
and you know
I'll
that
do it.
about yourself because that's why you're offering me money.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a couple.
Like, I'm going to
Exactly.
be a douchebag. Can I give you $20?
And I know.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
like, I know. Here.
Yeah.
This has always worked.
This'll buy me 5 more minutes. Yeah.
At least I get to hang out while arguing with you. I'll still be here.
$100 per 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Last night, this girl got out of an Uber. She was weird, eccentric. Like, seemed at first like something was up with her, but I think it was like a bit in the end. But she was like, "All right, I'm here. I'm going up tonight. Where do I go?" And Richie was like, "Not here." And she was just like, whatever. And then she's like, "How do I sign up?" And I started like telling her about potluck. And Julian's like, No. He's like, "Don't tell her this
Yeah,
shit." Like,
really.
she's
Bring
like,
her back.
"Oh, I'm funny. I'm probably the funniest woman you've ever seen." Blah blah blah. She called him fuckface or something. And then she's like, "All right, how do I get in to hang out?" He's like, "Oh, you want to come in now?
Yeah.
You're not going in." And she started calling him like, "Sweetie, baby." And she's like, "Oh, 2 seconds ago I was fuckface.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm baby."
That's
Like,
hilarious.
No, sometimes, when people ask me like that and they look like they're a danger to themselves
Yeah,
or others,
yeah.
I will just be like, "Oh, I don't know how you get in even.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get into this building. It seems impossible." Yeah.
Such a wild move to go
Signing
through
up.
without that information just be thrown around fuckface all casually.
Yeah.
And to
It's
like,
like, you don't even know how this works or who does
and
anything
to
here.
want to
Yeah.
get
Seriously,
in,
dude.
and to like
Yeah.
want to get in to like into
That
the
was your
building,
intention?
Yeah.
and to like be like a friend to all of
Yeah.
us is like,
Yeah.
you're doing everything.
Did I tell the one time
for
that
real.
this drunk woman goes, "Is the bathroom somewhere?" And I was like, "Surely it's somewhere."
I gotta be honest, I kind of like her.
Okay,
She
That's
sounds funny as
amazing.
fuck. Yeah.
Is the bathroom somewhere? No. Nah.
I do my Ben Branford impression. I go, "Surely it's somewhere. Otherwise, it's everywhere."
Yeah, and a lot like there's a drunk guy who like poked me in the back the other day. I might have told this story already, but like poked me in the back, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
dude.
What's wrong with you?" And then like I turn around, and he goes, "Where's the bathroom?" I go, "I already told you twice." But where is the bathroom ever in places? It's in the back.
Yeah.
Go to the back.
Where's the bathroom ever?
So it's like, let's take a look. There's the stage.
Yeah.
There are all the chairs. There's a door. Where do you think?
But even like,
It's not an escape
go
room.
out the front exit.
Yeah.
You'll find it too.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll go the long way.
Usually they're labeled.
but you'll
it's crazy.
get there. Yeah, you'll get there.
And also, an excuse me is so much more effective than a poke.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Don't
you're
touch
getting,
me.
you're getting the worst me ever if you try to get my attention and poke me.
Physically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
Such a pet peeve.
I not to keep cutting everybody. I got one more story.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
good.
get it out, and
No,
then you
dude.
guys can talk amongst yourselves.
No, it's good.
During
You're
the
not interrupting.
He just
when
leaves.
everything, when everything winds down,
Well, I
you're
don't know if
not
everybody else
interrupting.
has
there, I
other
did that
stories,
shit.
you know. I just want to get it out because it's burning inside of me. This guy gets out of an Uber last night, ukulele in hand, ukulele bag on his back, cargo pants full of way too much shit, and
Is it Willie? Yeah.
weird glasses, and
wear
a
cargo
fucking a propeller hat,
Oh.
like the hats with the
Oh,
propeller.
this guy I told. Oh yeah, I told him not to come in the room. But what was your thing with
So he comes to the entrance and he's like, "Oh, can I come in? Like, I'm here to see a show, whatever." And we're like, "I don't know, man. You can't bring like the ukulele or the bag."
Can't bring toys in.
yeah. And luckily, like somebody was
play
near.
set? Yeah.
Keep action figures outside, bro. My bad.
So somebody was near Richie, and they sent out Richie, and he's like, just check it like you do
The
with
HR
backpacks.
department. Yeah.
He's like, and this bummed me out too. Like, I don't care if you're vegan, but he's like, I got vegan food in there. It's like, just say you got food in there. You don't have to like,
Yeah, it
I don't
doesn't
need to
matter.
know your lifestyle. But like, whatever. We check his bag. The vegan food had spilled in his ukulele bag, and he's like taking it all out. There's like fucking soy sauce everywhere,
Go
dude.
home.
You're forgetting that he's dressed in all green and has a propeller.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum from
He's
fucking.
pulling vegan food out of his cargo
Your
pants.
night's over, bro.
literally a cartoon.
He's fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, it's he's like vaudeville and shit.
Why is there food in his ukulele?
Imagine uttering the words, I spilled my vegan food all over my ukulele.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I don't want to talk to you at all.
Yeah, go home, man.
That
Yeah.
is the worst dating
Yeah.
profile I've ever heard.
But he takes it out, and it's like a mess. Now I gotta fucking throw it away. It's all wet and shit. But he comes up to Cooper and he's like, "Hey, can I get tickets?" They're like, "No, sorry, we're
No,
sold out."
well, he comes up to us,
Okay,
and
okay.
and Cooper was like, I don't know how to run the card. Can you run the card? And I was like, I could run a card, but when I looked who it is, I was like, oh, he's not coming in.
Yeah,
This guy's not coming in, and I just poke my head. I go, sorry, we're full. Come back in like maybe 2 or 3 hours. And I was like, we'd be done by that, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
so he comes and he's like, "Oh, what about the other room?" And I'm like, "All right, I'll like walk you over to the main room box office." I see Matt. I didn't know he followed me. I walk into the main room by the stairs. I'm like, "Hey, Matt, there's this guy out there, man. He's got a propeller hat on. He's fucking it." Of course, as it happens here, right behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, if you
And he
talk
go-
shit about anyone in this building,
Oh, yeah.
they are right
They're
behind
here.
you.
It's a phenomenon. But he goes, "What? Fuck, oh, I'm fucking annoying." And I go, "Yeah, you got a lot of shit, dude."
Yeah, you smell like a spot show when you have a ukulele. You're an annoying person.
I'm annoying?
Yeah.
Twirling hat? Like,
And I got caught.
yeah, everything is wrong with me, and I'm annoying. Like,
Sprayed me with a seltzer.
Flower did, yeah.
Pulls out a slide whistle out of his cargo pants.
God, I didn't even notice his
Bang.
cargo pants.
But he caught me.
He's an Aprovia in training.
Yeah, oh my God.
dude.
Green suited.
Yeah, he's up for the fucking whatever. But he caught me, so I had to double down and go, yeah, you are, man.
Yeah,
You
bro,
got a
you're
lot of
annoying.
shit."
Yeah, look at you.
And then I walked away, and then Lockwood was just like, I was like, I
Yeah.
told him.
Did he leave, or did he try to get tickets
He
to
left,
Lockwood,
and then he stood in the front of the line just playing ukulele for people, and
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
whatever.
yeah.
That's Holly weird. You gotta
Yeah.
they get
That's
a
what he
little
really
show
wanted
outside.
to do, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I cleaned up after the George Perez line. First of all, it took too long to get in.
Yeah.
And then second, like I cleaned up after like the empty Pacifico cans.
Yeah.
And, like it was like there was a empty handle of tequila that was pretty intense.
Nah, bro, they had a party last
And then
night.
like but I cleaned up so much bullshit off the side of the thing there. Everyone was like pretty rowdy.
I was working in the green room. It was like an hour after the show. There was still like 30 people back there.
Do we have a server for the green room?
Yeah, it's whoever's in E.
Oh, I see.
Well, you only really do it for like outside produce shows.
Yeah, of course. Well, Wow, I didn't know that. That's like it's like a regular club. Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What were they doing? Like they were just green room. The green room was
Yeah, just blasting music, smoking blunts, drinking 1,000 souls. Yeah, it was.
Dude.
Van got some incredible pictures.
On the
Bro, he's like standing
Van
on
was
top
here?
of shit. Yeah, Van was here. He was in the back the whole time.
Damn.
He's like taking
Yeah.
pictures of everyone, just like standing on top, getting all these crazy angles. It was sick.
when you
Yeah.
saw the camera footage of like the hallway to the green room, it looked like those like prison riots. Like, like the, oh, shit.
Shuffling
the
around.
inmates are now charged.
Yeah, like in Brazil or some
Oh,
shit.
it was a full-on hang, like from the green room to like that whole back.
They're
hallway.
like
playing
Yeah.
soccer
Keep my
back
bridge.
there.
Yeah, guards are zip tied and
It was
shit.
sick.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone was really like, I'm on the guest list, and I was
Yeah.
like, I bet it's the other room, man. And he's like, even if I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Like
Yeah.
I got you, dog. And they're like, thanks, man.
The
They're
nicest
like,
people
I-
ever.
So supportive though. That was
very
tight.
nice, very
Just
understanding.
every time I went back, they're just throwing cash at me, giving me like
Damn.
weed. Like it was
That's
fucking
awesome.
sick.
Hell yeah.
They're so nice.
They were like middle-ish age like Chicano
Yeah, yeah.
people. They're
Yeah,
always
sure.
They
like
own shit. You know what I
happy
mean?
to be out.
like,
Yeah,
chilling,
they got money.
Yeah,
They
the
work
ones
for
that make-
UPS or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah.
whole time he was like, "Yo, we good?" I was like, "Bro, we're great.
We're fucking
Trust
gold.
me, we're so good."
You're like, see,
What a good
estamos bien.
server for that. Yeah. What a good server
Hell yeah,
for that
dude.
section.
I was like, "You guys just want beers? Sick. Yeah, I'll be back."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got everything else.
Yeah.
You have to also like, we don't have Corona, but we do have Soul.
George also had all his like own bottles and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a party.
They're like, we just need napkins, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey, just leave
We
a
got
couple
it.
dollars.
I'm good, big dog.
It was like 1:45. I was like, "You guys need anything else? I'm leaving." He was like, "Nah, bro, you're good." There's still like 30 people back there.
That's
like,
wild.
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. They might still be here. We should go check the green room.
You still hear them echoing through the. Yeah, it's just the laughs echo for days.
Oh god.
Fuck.
How was the show itself? It looked pretty. I mean, it was crazy sold out.
I was like kind of busy because I was like literally just running back and forth, like getting them like 12 packs of Soul and shit.
Man.
But from what I could hear from the crowd, they were loving it.
Yeah.
Like the whole vibe I got from my section, they were just having a.
I wish I could have seen Willie because I've
Yo,
never seen him live.
hilarious.
Paul Rodriguez was hanging out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paul
Willie
did a
like
lot of
always
time.
reminded me of like a cousin of mine, and it always feels like
Did he
super
have a
familiar.
cane? Was that him?
I didn't see any of it.
I don't think so.
People were fucking
there was
stoked
another, like,
for him
old,
though.
like-
Yeah, dude,
old
yeah, that
school,
guy's a
like-
legend, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking awesome.
No, hilarious too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There was a Dr. Dre's son was at the Belly Room last night.
Hell yeah.
For the second show.
Yeah, for crack 'em up. For
yeah.
one of the most empty crack
No,
ups
for
I've ever
funny
seen.
women.
Pretty funny women.
Yeah.
It was funny girls.
Funny
Funny
girls.
girls are not so funny ladies. Or good try girls. We'll get them next time.
I know a comic who told his girlfriend if you were on that show, it'd just be called Funny Women. Took the pretty out of it. Anyway. I don't want to, yeah. Someone we all know.
Who?
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, right. Apparently, we told a really good like some stories with the old guys were on here, and they beeped out all the names that we needed. I was like, great, thank you for beeping out all the names.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So if you want to say the name, he'll beep it out.
The old guys, what old guy? Never mind.
No, who calls his girlfriend ugly?
The moment's passed.
Okay,
Oh, did you guys talk about Bert's roast?
a little.
Oh, that was a fun night too.
Yeah, what up?
They were shit faced.
Oh my god.
Like,
people got
bodied.
kicked out.
yeah, dude. It was gnarly. People got kicked out.
Oh
of
yeah. Oh,
intermission.
the lady
Yeah.
got kicked. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
got-
the lady.
someone got like carried out even.
No,
almost?
someone.
Or
Someone in the front row was like falling asleep.
did you fall? Did you talk about this on the show?
No.
Oh, someone near and dear.
Right.
They
Yeah.
were falling asleep. They had they get taken out that intermission. It was pretty funny. Yeah. But also for
There's
some
not
reason,
a lot of continuity in that
walked in
shot.
that day.
Exactly.
I walked in that day and Richie was just like, "You're bartending," and I was like, "All right, sick." Yeah. So Bert's like coming back to the bar and he's asking for like a double of like Tito's. So he's obviously Bert, so I pour him like a pretty stiff one. He's like, "No, you can keep going."
He
So I was
got
like, "All right, dude." Like I was just like
Yeah.
full tilt, just putting the whole thing
Rocks
in
or
there.
That's
no?
hilarious.
Yeah, rocks like a
Okay.
pint glass. So then, like every 15 minutes, someone would be like, "Oh, this one's for Bert." So I'd be like, "All right," just like pour him another one. And then by the end, him and Donnell were on stage, and I was like, "Oh, these are the two drunkest people."
Yeah, this
In the
Oh,
world.
right now. Yeah, like, holy shit, what have I done? Yeah,
No,
went a
you're
little off
you're
the
a bit
rail.
responsible for that.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
How was the roast though?
It was good. It was
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
You know how at the
beginning
end,
was it got a little off.
Gonna
the
be on
rails at the end.
OnlyFans again?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how at the end, like whoever's getting roasted gets to do their thing. Bert was just like, "Are we done?" But he's like, "No, Bert, like you gotta do it." He's like, "Oh, I'm so fucking up right now. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up."
At the end, after it was over, he came back to me at like the back bar. He just like looked at me like he was gonna ask for like another drink. They like looked at his wife and he was like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here." Just like shook my hand, took off, no shirt.
His closing.
Put his hat on, still no shirt. Just like
I do respect that.
I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, true to
like, it's a little
character.
cold.
Yeah, that guy's a legend, man. Real fucking deal.
I think I told you guys last week. I told Luke last
Uh-oh, here comes John.
week. Yeah, I guess the crew. There's crew inside information. The PA on their side got kicked out for being completely belligerent, and he was holding all the parking validation from the Ondas.
No way.
Oh, I heard a.
55, 60 bucks. Yeah.
Oh, Anthony told me about that.
Christ.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
I
yeah,
don't
pretty
remember
classic.
giving anything to a PA. So that's not on me. That guy was-
Well, he would have given you the validation for the Ondas parking.
yeah, he was gone off that June shine. Yeah. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah, free June shine in a fridge. Who'd have thought
What
that
is
would have been?
that?
It's like hard kombucha.
Yeah.
But
It's
some
like
of
the
them are
worst
like
drink
kombucha.
ever.
The other ones are like actual like.
You're right,
Like
like whiskey
margaritas and
water.
shit.
What's
Yeah,
it
yeah.
called? Ranch water.
water,
or-
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
not for me.
those are sneaky.
Yeah.
Where you drink a can, you're like, oh, and then you drink 2 cans, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
DUI.
Am I, yeah.
I'm having flashbacks.
What are the little ones? Are like neon
Yeah.
buzz balls. You ever had those?
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah,
You know,
Okay.
Spirit Airlines serves those.
Are you serious?
That's fucking awesome.
Get
That's a perfect crossover.
buzz balls on Spirit Airlines.
What were
People flying into Daytona.
you're a New York guy, Morgan. What was it called? What were they called? The little like firecrackers or like something?
Nutcrackers.
Nutcrackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I don't know how they seal them.
Everybody who makes them has their own like different recipe.
Yeah, they
What are
were
they like quarter
strong.
waters or something?
No, it's kind
No,
of
it's,
like
it's, it's like Kool-Aid and like grain alcohol.
yeah, it's like a
And a,
Like,
little, little like
uh,
in like blue or orange, you know, like
Yeah.
a little
Jesus.
guy that looked like
and they
a
sell
little
them
like,
in like the like little quarts like this. They're like
just a little
$5.
like yeah, the size of an apple. You
Sounds
know
like
those.
way too much.
But you,
No, it's insane.
You know those
Yeah.
like kids drinks or what? Like it's kind of like an ecto cooler vibe, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it'll fuck yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Nutcrackers are
Fuck,
great.
man.
That's a
Yeah.
good summer day right there. Either.
That's
fun.
that's for the Labor Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Juve. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Eastern,
Eastern
Parkway.
Parkway. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, brother.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the?
That first time, maybe the last time I saw a woman pee in public and just go, fuck yeah, and just like,
Yeah.
what are you looking at? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, man.
Did you come?
No, I went.
Oh, okay.
I don't want.
That's the guy. I love it. That's how he does it.
He leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's good stuff. I'm just proud of myself a little bit there, but I also just didn't have a story to go
No,
on.
that's good.
Well, there was a lady here for Don Barris. I think this was like a couple
Oh,
weeks
we
ago.
never finished the Dr. Dre son story.
Yeah.
Well,
that was an old story. I'm telling a new story now.
great. Okay.
Yeah. But this lady's here for Don Barris, and she like comes in the lot. She's got like a driver, and she's like all in like white, like poofy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and she's like, "Can I park here?"
Nice car or no?
Like an Escalade, like fucking not like
Yeah.
super nice, but like someone driving around in fucking SUV. You know?
Very confusing.
Yeah. She comes in like, "Can I park here?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "What if I gave you $20?" I'm like, "No, you got to get out of here." And she's like, "Okay, thanks, sweetie. Is Don here?" I'm like, "Oh, fucking perfect. It's a ding dong, right?"
Yeah.
And so I told her to leave. He's not here tonight and got to come back tomorrow. So she comes back the next day and she's
she
like,
got
I'm
you.
trying to book Don for my son's birthday. Is he here?" And he's like, "He's not here right now. Maybe at the end." And so she's like, "Okay."
My God.
Comes
Hey,
back
how
a
hard
third
is
day.
it to get in
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that was a
Yeah,
really easy
honestly,
guy to get
the
in
most
contact with.
accessible
Don one.
fucking guy.
Sickly Don one.
You could book him during his closing set. Yeah.
Still.
So-
Yeah.
I tell her like you got to come at the end of the night, and so finally she comes at the end of the night, and she's there for Don, and she's like watching Don, and Don's like, "Oh, look at this little sauce pot," you know? and she's like, "I can't believe you would say that to me," and like she's getting upset.
Whoa.
And you're like, "Do you not know what you're booking
No,
for your
she
son's
doesn't.
birthday?"
No, she probably saw him at
You're
Kimmel.
looking for this person, right? Yeah.
She saw him do Warm Up Kimmel, which is ABC owned by Disney. So
Guaranteed.
he's like squeaky clean.
Yeah.
I heard he does like balloon animals.
Really?
He wears a suit. Like he's a
Glow in the
different
dark
person.
green balloon animal.
Nice. But like he's a completely different. So maybe that's who she thought he was voting. Is like, why is he going on? So long?
Yeah,
And I
he keeps
can't
talking about his cock. Who
And
is
so does
this
everyone
guy?
else. Yeah, like, I would like to see. I would like to see a bunch of 8-year-olds go. Show us your cock. Let's see that hog, Barris.
Big Don fans over here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What happened with Dr. Dre's kid?
Oh, so he came by and Fleech is like, hey, big name coming up right now. And I was like, holy shit, that's Dr. Dre. But like, because I only know him like from the 90s, you know?
right.
So I'm like, oh my God, he hasn't aged a day. It's Dr. Dre's here. And I'm like telling everyone, I'm like, Dr. Dre's here, dude. Everybody's
Why
like,
would you
you
tell
sound like a racist. It just sounds like you're saying- but it's like father and son, you know? They do look alike. But
Yeah.
it was like, oh, he's just a guy from the Chronic album. Like, exactly. Unaged-
Yeah,
he's
Dr.
like
Dre.
70 now.
It's a very old man. The grandfather
Wow.
age.
He looks so good.
He's a doctor emeritus. Yeah. But his son took up the practice. Yeah, sure.
exactly.
God.
Fuck, man.
Were he just hanging out, or did
Yeah, he was just watching the show.
Wow.
It was his birthday, so he was just like
Oh,
kicking
wow.
it, and he was dressed like fucking Fraser Smith. He had
Really?
like a
Yeah.
fucking bright blazer on and like
There you
fucking
go.
the pants
Wow.
and shit.
That's really fun.
That's dope.
It was great, dude. Yeah. Dr. Dre's son and Fraser Smith have the same clothing
Did he
and
park in the
sensibilities.
lot?
Huh? No, I don't think so.
You see, so
He
all
might
you
have.
fucking nobodies that ask if you could park here, Dr. Dre's kid doesn't even park here, so fuck
Yeah.
off.
I didn't even give him a booth, dude. I was like, booths are for fucking door guys. Dude.
Boots are for your dad.
Sit in the road.
Yeah, sit in the chair
Sit in the
and
death
hate
row.
It.
East Coast
Yeah.
Come
Nice,
on,
yeah.
come on.
Hey, nice, yeah. Yeah.
Well, good podcast, guy.
Yeah, good stuff. Fun times.
I guess I should have talked slower.
Yeah. You just got them all out real quick.
I wasn't
I got
mad
no
at
more.
you.
Oh, that's okay.
I was never mad at you.
This not.
We just got to interrupt each other more. That's the fucking.
Yeah.
That's the bread and butter of this.
Yeah, that's definitely that makes me feel great too.
Yeah. No, that's the best
Definitely
part.
interrupting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked a couple patio shifts, the OR shift. Did you get? You're working a lot now, a bunch, Willie.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Well, that's been fun. It's just telling people to fuck off all the time. And it's like,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, I get to hang out with like big comics. It's just telling random people you can't park here.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Not a
awful.
lot of networking.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
as much networking.
Yeah.
It's you and the person at the back door.
Yeah. It's Greg Fitzsimmons giving me $5 to park his car and fucking being like, all right, I'm out of here. See you later. Okay.
Have you ever gotten in somebody's car and been like, oh, fuck, I don't know how to, like, do
Dude,
this?
my first like 2 weeks doing it, I had to park. It was Chris Spencer's car, and he's got a fucking UFO as a car. Like, it doesn't make
That
any.
Beamer?
I have
Yeah,
no
it's
idea.
crazy.
Yeah, it took me. I sat there for like 10 minutes trying to fucking get it out of park, and people were like pulling it in. I'm like, oh fuck.
One second. Yeah.
Like blast the AC. I'm like, that's the fucking. Why does the AC say reverse? That's fucking awful, dude.
There's no gear shift or anything, or
Well, it was one of those like,
like
knob
new knobby
ones.
things and
But
they
I've
have, like,
never
buttons
seen
and
that
stuff.
before. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I got
that's-
the fucking
stick.
regular stick. Yeah,
Yeah.
like everyone else.
Car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a
automatic.
stick shift? You ever had it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's got a stick shift.
Damn,
fuck-
that,
Fahim
They
used
got
to, but
money,
now he's
dude.
got
They don't
balling,
fucking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now when Fahim's here, like he opens the door and the logo shines on the ground.
Oh,
I know.
sorry.
Yeah. His
Jesus.
car says "Welcome, Fahim."
Ugh.
It's crazy.
Damn,
dude.
you're like, I'm
Yeah.
Willie.
Yeah,
That doesn't-
I'm
hey,
over
that
here.
doesn't
Hey,
know
wrong
that.
guy.
Yeah, I think I the one day I worked a lot, I parked his car, and his car has a aerial bird's eye view of it on the
Yeah.
screen.
There's a ton of those now. The Teslas,
Wait.
dude.
Yeah,
They're fucking.
How?
radar and fakeness,
And
but they,
satellites?
like,
No.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I'm just getting fucking radiation poisoning.
yeah.
We're so dumb. We're like,
Yeah, we're going through the airport security thing, like, but constantly when you sit in that car.
yeah, exactly.
I forgot who it was. Somebody that knows you. Well, they told me a funny story about you because I was saying like that I thought like the way you talked was just your stage cadence, and then you get off and you're just. I was like, oh no, he talks like that. And I met somebody else. I think it was at the Improv, and they said that they did shots with you, and
Yeah.
you're like, I need a lime. They thought you were like. The alcohol was burning. You got the lime, and then you're like, oh, thanks. I was getting. You just kept talking like that.
Like that guy's always needing a lime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other crazy cars in the lot? Like, who else got like a super?
Oh, Byron Bowers.
Oh yeah, he pulled
Yeah.
up in a crazy.
I haven't actually had to
Sick.
see it. I haven't had to park him yet, but I've fucking
He's there
seen
like
it before.
Wednesday, yeah, at cars.
Yeah.
What's
Keenan
those cars?
Thompson has a crazy. I think Byron has like
He's got a new Porsche.
orange Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Burr has a sick fucking Jaguar, dude. It's fucking
Let's just
awesome.
say the
What about
license
Jamar?
plate numbers, fucking,
Yeah. What about Jamar's weird?
Oh man,
Old-
dude.
like Mad Max
Yeah.
fucking looking
Yeah.
shit. It's cool. I like it.
Well, and then like
I like
Jeremiah.
it. But I saw the inside. I was like, you're gonna have to put so much money into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jeremiah pulls up in this 90s Miata or some shit.
I love
every
it.
day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
hell
a Honda. Yeah, the blue Honda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a real
exactly.
comp. You're like, yeah, there he is. That's our guy.
Tried and true, baby. Shit gets you to San Diego. That's it.
Yeah, for real, dude.
I love it.
One
Hey,
piece.
hey, yeah,
Yeah.
and congrats to Jeremiah and his family. They're
Yeah,
expecting-
another baby.
Oh, no
expecting
way.
number 2.
That's awesome, dude. Hell
So
yeah.
that's pretty good. We'll see him less, I guess.
Yeah.
No, we'll probably see it
Probably
more.
not. Yeah.
Take more.
That boy's gotta work.
Yeah, he's gotta work.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good
Dude,
point.
when he first had the first baby and he had like 3 podcasts, like I started worrying about him because he was like doing all the editing. Like you would see him in his videos and it looked like he hadn't slept. And then I think he finally got somebody to help him and like finally knocked out for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
man,
That's your guy. Huh?
yeah, one of my best friends. Happy belated birthday again.
That's the yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the
dude.
beauty of a newborn, though. You're not gonna sleep anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least he made like a bunch of work.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he was up for when it happened.
Yeah. It's
But-
like, all right, you're crying. Click.
Editing with the baby. Yeah. Man, do you guys want kids?
I don't know, dude.
With you?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have a kid with you, Joel.
Yeah.
No, with you.
That
I
kid
want to
was
make a
sick.
baby right now.
We were
with you, dude.
dads.
Honestly,
Okay,
if the 4
that's
of
a
us could
compliment.
raise one kid,
That can be pretty sweet.
I'd be
That can
okay
be
with
really,
that.
really
Yeah.
well balanced.
Yeah. It takes a door staff.
Polly, I mean, look at having a Polly.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh, Roseanne was here a couple like.
Yeah. Richie's favorite comic, apparently.
Yeah, did you guys?
Like, why is he obsessed with Roseanne? He's like, she's gonna be on your show. It's like, don't put her on our show. She won't have a good time. We won't have a good. Like, it's not.
She was disarmingly nice. Like I didn't know it was her. They got out of this like
she's
black
learned.
car. Yeah, I guess. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She got out. I thought it was just a regular person for a while, the way she was acting, and then I was like, oh, it's fucking Roseanne. And then they wanted to go to the belly, and I was like, here, I'll walk you in. Walked them into the stairs of the belly, and I was like, yeah, you know where the green room is. She's like, yeah, I raised my kids in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was just cool, man.
She was out in the back in like sacred ground. She was kind of the shit. She was
Man.
like
Yeah.
passing joints around. She was like, "This is my weed." Like da da da.
Damn.
Yeah,
Dope.
she was awesome.
Is she single?
The interesting question. I couldn't tell you.
All right.
I saw
I say
some
go
things.
for it,
tell
dude.
you.
Go for
I
it.
saw some things, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, a real Paula Abdul situation on her hands.
Wow.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Paula Abdul-Jabbar.
I do like shame on Paula for breaking Guam's heart over. And
Yeah.
over
I
like
know.
that.
God.
He should have known,
Such a
man.
tease.
Yeah, he should have known. Yeah,
No way.
We talk
he's
about
got
how-
songs about
If
it.
a man
Yeah.
can't dream, what do we have? You know what I mean? That's
Well,
fucking.
you're
Guam,
right.
Guam should go for it.
I've
He should go
noticed-
for it harder.
Guam did go for it. Guam went and
Yeah, you think Guam half-assed it?
Do you think Guam's not seeing that chance for what it is from?
Yeah. What it is we don't know her side of the story. Paula's telling people like, fuck this fucking.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure we know her side of the
Yeah.
story. It's not hard to imagine. It's like, oh, he texted me too many times, and it's like I didn't even have the number. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
went
got
from,
a new phone.
He went
so.
from talking to Paul Abdul to
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later saying he wants to be a door guy forever. Yeah, what do you think happened?
His number
now,
is saved.
dog.
His
She
number
milked him
saved
for
in
everything
her
she's
phone
worth.
as braid guy. Sorry, I cut
I
you
love
off.
how instead of Guam just giving people presents for like 2 weeks, Richie just gave him like 20 minutes at the end of the meeting. He was like, "Go for it, do what you got to do."
Wow.
I got 3 small shirts.
You put the one on, you're like, "It fits, it fits."
It's good.
Yeah,
Belly's hanging out.
yeah, your face was getting redder because there's no circulation.
But then your voice was just the same.
It's getting
Shirt is pretty
Yeah.
weird, huh?
a little snug. A little tight. I kind of like it.
He gave me a Cypress Hill shirt, which
Yeah,
is
it's pretty
pretty cool.
That's tight.
Yeah. He gave a lot of people like specific ones, and then he was like, "Who wants this one?" I was like, "Okay, this is the charm has left now. It's really feeling way left."
He's cleaning his closet out. Well, last year for my birthday, he gave me a
You
cool
rock
like a fake silk button up with like chihuahuas with Santa hats on
Oh,
it.
that's
It's
fun.
pretty
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Don,
Yeah.
one of my
Christmas
favorite
party.
I already
things
bought a
to ask
suit.
Don nowadays. I go, "Hey Don, haven't I seen you wear that shirt before?"
Oh, no.
Because Don is going through a
Yeah.
thing where every day he has a new shirt and he's trying to break the record and he's on day number 700 and whatever. And I was like, oh, how long? And one of my new favorite follow-ups is like, and how much longer you got to go? He's like 6 or 7 years.
Well, I got a question about that, but I don't want to ruin his life because technically, don't you have to have like Guinness involved? Because you can break the record, but if you're not certified,
I think he's taking a picture, time stamped with a paper every day, maybe something.
Okay,
like that.
all
He's
right.
doing something
Also, it's
like
all over
that.
his Instagram too.
yeah.
didn't see
Because
that.
I know there are people that have broken records, and then they're like, "I broke the record," and Guinness is like, "Nah, we weren't there. Like, it doesn't count."
Yeah, they
It's not-
can't validate it.
Can
We'll
you
find
imagine
out in
Guinness
7
hanging around
years.
for 9 years onto Don change shirts.
They become best friends.
Guy just has to come here every night. It's
How
like,
come I couldn't
"New
do the
shirt?"
pogo
Yeah.
stick?
That sounds like a terrible rom-com. A meat ugly. Yeah.
Meat pretty funny.
Pretty funny meat.
Yeah. Oh, they're women, not
about
meat.
my cock.
Come on.
Pretty funny sauce pots.
I haven't done. I gotta. Is he here tonight? He's got to be here tonight, right? I'm gonna. My favorite thing now is when he doesn't want to show his cock. I go, "Show your feet." And he goes,
I'm not showing you my feet.
"You want to see my feet?" Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Honestly, no. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
way, dude.
That's
This is
what-
actually
I'm in-
something I've never.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
This is something I've never seen before. Don was in the back heckling Robert William Apperbaya,
I love it.
and Robert William
it's a little
Apperbaya.
abuse of the mentally ill.
Yeah, I want to talk about that after.
Yeah, it's definitely probably a hate crime.
Yeah, he used to throw. Yeah, go.
So Robert William Apperbaya's up, and he's like, Don's like heckling him, and he does like a weird JFK impression, and these two guys are like dying laughing, and it kind of like trickles around, and I'm like, dude, he's doing well. And Don's like, what the fuck's happening? He like got him and left. He didn't even finish.
So,
heckling him.
I can't watch it.
Crazy,
to me,
dude.
Well, he used to we used to have like menus that were not only they were like in the foldy.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, I
things,
remember that.
And Don would whip them at him.
Yeah.
Like really bad, like not good.
It
like
is,
really,
it's the-
really like physically.
We've never once had enough for the whole club. Either.
It's the meanest, but like funniest thing, and I know it. But it's like when we don't have a lot of things, here, and it's
Yeah.
like, and this is like what kind of makes you a guy here in a way is like you understand what's happening.
Totally.
But one night I caught eyes with a girl who was just in the crowd while I was dying laughing. I caught eyes with her, and I was like, I saw me through her eyes, and I was like, oh fuck, we're
Yeah,
bad people.
You are.
yeah.
And here's the thing.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
It's it's fucking, but it's really good though. It's
He was
funny.
supposed to be like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. But you are that guy.
Yeah, I think I saw your marbles falling out of your mouth.
Yeah, no, well, Robert will plug his ears, and every time he takes one out of for a second, Don goes, "You can hear me, you can hear me, you can hear me."
He'll like
And he
sing.
goes right back, and it's just like,
Oh my god.
He'll be like singing.
I like his act. I don't think it's good. I think it's funny, and I know it, and
Yeah.
I sing along with it. It's pretty fun to do, but
Yeah,
It's
I
a
forget-
real Monday nights, like watching the crowd leave as he's
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
and he goes,
Yeah,
laughs at his
it's-
own shit.
I can't remember who it was, but one of my first nights here, he was on stage, and somebody I can't remember which door guy. They leaned over and they go, he sounds crazy, but if you listen to the jokes, they're really good. And I go, really? And they go, nah, he's fucking crazy.
It sounds like Bruce.
Yeah, I think it might have been. That's what I keep thinking.
I hear he got struck by lightning, and that's why he's like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, too bad it doesn't strike twice. I love him. Sometimes when he shows up with like the green bag
Yeah.
and the suit, it's like almost like a Fashion Week, like Vogue, like.
Oh, if he,
I want to get like
if
a
it wasn't
photo. of him.
stained, I mean, he would
Yeah.
be like.
Even that, look at Kanye's fucking Mad Max shit too. It's like it could be like a look like hobo chic or something,
Yeah, for real.
It's something.
Yeah.
Gucci logo on that bag, dude. We got a fucking.
Yeah, right.
We got a
on
visionary.
that plastic bag that covers a paper plate
Yeah.
so that the Nazi lasers don't get him. That
Yeah.
one you're
Yeah,
talking
that's the one, yeah, the
okay,
very
yeah,
thing.
that one.
Or a hat, if you will.
Yeah, it's a hat. It's a hat. It almost looks like a Rastafarian, like
Yeah.
It looks like a plastic
Like,
bag covering a plate. Not too much smoke out of it.
I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was Jewish.
Dude.
That's not a young.
I would like to see Kanye and Robert Williams do a podcast together.
Oh, I think Robert Williams is running mate.
Oh,
for
cool.
2024.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I'm interested now.
Yeah, but Kanye likes
Kanye wearing all
Nazis.
black, like just covering his face with stuff, and Robert Williams covering his head.
America, we got you covered.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is, dude.
All right, cool. A very Comedy Store specific riff.
Yeah.
Like all of these. Yeah. This podcast does not travel. No. The people who like me, they like me, and there's a lot of them that don't.
Blaine Capatch said the funniest thing the other night. He said, "You do local jokes, you get local work." And that's
Yeah, here we are.
here we are.
In the base of our job. Yeah.
And he gets local work. Yeah, he gets local work. Yeah. Oh God, Blaine was doing so well on Monday, like a couple Mondays ago. And were you here when he did the long bit?
Oh, I don't know.
He's closing out, and he could have closed out strong, and he's like, "What if this happened?" And then he ran like a long bit with a bunch of different characters in it. Got the lights started flashing. Like he was doing well over his time. I was like, Blaine, you got it now. But he crushed. I mean, he's a crusher.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
legend.
You
incredible.
were there
I love him.
Monday. I forgot. I don't remember them, but it was like during the first part of potluck. They were like getting the light like flashed at him, and they were like going through the last bit, and he was just like, "I like to think I'm really self-aware." As the lights
as the
blinking.
lights flash. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They got like a big laugh, and he was like, "Ah, shit."
I say,
Part of the joke that's
Yeah.
funny.
I
I
don't
say he
think, like,
proved it. He is self-aware. He's not aware of everything else.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Self-obsessed, I think that's.
self-obsessed.
Yeah, I don't think
right,
that's aware.
But I that was a good Monday. Jet Ski hosted very well. At like any Monday ups and downs or whatever. But like she was given like false, like for the potlucker, for the open mic part. She was like, "This next comic is hilarious."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are they?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
You don't know
Don't
this
say
person.
that. You don't know
Yeah.
I mean, like, give a warm welcome to this comic is like a different than like this is hilarious. And like she was like one guy who did like pretty well. He was a cute kid and like had jokes and was like put together and like good. He was walking like by all of us. We were sitting in the back judging everybody, and Jesse goes, "This next comic is very hilarious," and I was like, "Very hilarious."
Yeah.
And the guy walking by went, "Thanks, man." And I was like, "Oh."
No.
And I went, "I'll let you have it." You fucking- like, but
I'll let
I
you
didn't
have
want
it,
to
but
go.
you're probably gonna interpret this wrong.
Yeah, and it's
we're
like,
gonna have an awkward interaction later.
Yeah.
Were you there the night when Guam was going to bring me up? And he's like, "This next guy, he's great." He's like, "You guys know Kill Tony?" And then
Nothing.
nothing. And I was like, okay.
They're tourists that got free
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
Or, well, no, I'm just saying don't say that. And also when he's like, got great drummer, watch him do something completely the
Yeah,
opposite.
exactly.
It's like
This next guy's in a band.
Not like, do you know Kill Tony? Or like be like, he's from Kill Tony.
Yeah, don't ask
Yeah,
questions.
literally.
Oh yeah, and I really don't like when comics ask questions in general,
Yeah.
where they're like, "Have you been to the mall?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So have you been? And they don't move on. You're like, "Have you been to like?"
Yeah.
Because there's this story has to do with just talk about the mall.
Yeah.
Everyone's
literally.
been.
So
Todd Glass used to do it. He goes, when people would be like, "You guys watch football?" He goes, "Just do the football joke."
I love Todd Glass.
Yeah, me
One of
too.
the best compliments I ever got. I did like. Not the cold open, but I like because Chris Glick was on the piano and he can barely speak. So
Yeah, you have to bring people up when he's in
yeah,
the
when
piano.
Chris Glick does the intro, yeah. I go up and like do the intro and I like, I put a little showmanship into it, whatever. And I go like, yeah, how many people haven't been here before? Clap if you've never been here before. And like okay, and I like really intro the room and like show them, and then the comic had a good like started with good energy and like I get off stage. Todd Glass was in the bucket seat. He was like, that was perfect.
Nice.
I was like, wow, from Todd Glass.
Yeah.
That means
Yeah, he doesn't fuck
he is a
around.
picky motherfucker.
For
And he
sure.
told that like that felt really good.
Man.
And then I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
a
me
long
either.
time. Maybe even since then. Been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Glick
So-
really has the energy of like an old guy you could tell that really, really liked jazz.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he plays like two instruments at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also like, anyway. But like, I really want him to stop telling the two jokes that he tells.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it ruins the mood. It's not good. I just want to punch him in the nose. I really like while he's doing the jokes, I am kind of heckling him. I'm like, you're supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
Play the piano, Glick.
It's funny too because he has such a great voice.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. That's an awesome voice.
You like someone clearing their throat all
Yeah,
the
dude, it's
time.
got character.
I mean, it's a distinct voice. I don't think
okay.
it's a
All
good
right.
voice.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable to the audience when they're like, he's like, I'm bicentennial, and you're like,
What? What
know
this guy
what you're
talking about?
saying? Yeah, and he goes on for way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, is he about to bring me up?
And then he plays like 5 seconds, and then he brings you. And then his bring up music is clang, 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 not changing any notes, but like a one chord over and over. And you're like, play the piano. What is wrong with you?
Why would I do that? I'm not the piano player.
But clearly you know how to do it since you can also play the trumpet at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Well, no. He does play both of them together, and if he played one of them well, that would be great. But playing both together is pretty entertaining, and it's like he plays the bass line, and then it's cool.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love the stuff to get this Luke fired up.
It's really the mundane that really like hear like the everyday operating stuff.
It's a weird crowd in the OR last night, right? Like the first 2 rows were laughing, and then nothing. I didn't hear anything behind me.
Oh, interesting.
And Cooper were you there for Cooper's set?
Cooper was mad at his own set, and it's funny. Cooper asked me not to do that intro.
Okay.
Because he's like he goes up and he does his yelling thing, and like he's like that's gonna like I don't think that ruins it. You could still yell and stuff, but like I gave him a good intro once, and he was like and he was mad at me about that. So I was like I'm not gonna do the intro this time.
Can you give me
And then
a
he was
worse
like-
intro?
Yeah, right. And then he was like
I
mad.
want them down when I get up there.
And then he was like mad at his set or whatever, and I was like, your set was perfectly fine. You're doing a cold open.
He's like, I hate these guys. I attacked them.
Oh yeah, and he did go too hard too quick.
Yeah.
Bro, Cooper was having this set.
for sure.
He was opening the main room
Not a
one
surprise
night.
for
I think they deserved
Yeah,
it.
for real.
He was opening the main room one night. He was doing fine, and he started doing his McDonald's bit, and he was like, "Oh, my stomach really hurts today." And this guy that was sitting in the front row just goes, "Rut-row." Cooper completely like he's like, dude, you gotta shut the fuck up if you don't, I'm gonna kick you in the fucking face. Like, just completely goes off on this guy.
Just like a guy who didn't know the rules and was being cued or whatever.
So I did.
very
And
innocent
then he showed up
heckling.
for the rest of the show too. But it was just funny because he was like, I only saw him like going off, like I didn't hear what happened. So he was telling me the story outside. He's like, yeah. And then this guy goes Rut-row, and I was like, wait, you let Rut-row make you that fucking mad?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
shot him.
You pissed you off like that?
Fucking
Yeah,
waiting
right.
outside for
Yeah, jinkies.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you need
He
to
was
calm
like,
down.
"Ah, shit, you're
Zoinks,
right,
huh?
yeah, that was crazy."
Golly.
Yeah.
I don't know if he said, I'm going to kick you in the face. He said, someone's going to kick you in the face.
I'll
He
get
was
someone
like,
to kick
he
you
was
in the
walking in the
I'm
general
gonna
direction.
call someone to kick you in the face.
He just jumps off the stage.
Yeah, I promise a
onto him.
face kick. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for being on this episode. I'm
Yeah.
sorry
No
for the
doubt, dude.
lulls, but there are some real big highs on this one. I feel good.
Yeah, good times.
I'm not. Oh, I did have a review. If you guys want to start plug, Joel, where can people find you?
At Mostly Sorry on everything.
Nice.
That's it.
And any podcasts or anything that you want to?
Nah, I put everything up there. I got a band called Mad Peaceful.
That's right,
I'm here a lot. I'm here every Wednesday-ish.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mondays for
Depending.
sure.
Some
Yeah,
Wednesdays,
whatever. Figure it out.
all the time.
Yes, Morgan. Mizell.
Morgan Mizell. You can find me at handsome_Morgan on Instagram. Listen to the Big Humble podcast. Me and Maddie Lockwood. It's a good time.
Yeah,
Hell
good
yeah.
podcast. Willie Simon.
Check me out at Willie Simon _ and feel free to DM at Willie Simon. It's a Nigerian guy. And he won't give me the fucking handle. That's
Honestly, that sounds like a Willie guy. Yeah, it sounds like a Nigerian dude's name. Willie Simon.
Prince
Jared, I
Willie
could keep you from the
Simon.
islands too. Yeah.
and then check out Two Dumb Babies, also my podcast with Eric Friedman.
Oh, very cool. I have This Week in Bad Review. You can find me at Luke Does Stuff on Twitter. Still, I'm on Twitter. It's Wild West out there. It's very weird and fun, and I hate Elon. And then you can, I'm on Instagram too, but if you rate and review and subscribe to this podcast, that helps. If you review it, please, I guess. Here's the bad review of the week, and you guys might have heard it because it was in the group. This is from Tina L. 1 star on 12/6, just like this past week.
Coming up.
Yeah. Went to a show there last night. I know LA comedy shows have their privacy policies, even though every show is on TikTok, but my cousin was a performer and had asked me to get a shot of them on stage for his wife, which is like, you don't deserve it. I told the staff nearby not to be disrespectful.
Yeah, like what?
Then once I try to take the picture, they snatch my phone out of my hand. They say they already gave me a last warning, which was not the case. Grown-ass man with blonde hair. And all the cocktails
Bruce,
suck.
yeah.
Wait staff is loud and blocks the stage. That's true. Grown ass man with blonde hair. This was Bruce.
Yeah.
This is for sure Bruce.
Bruce, also, I'm trying to figure out who would
Also,
be.
Bruce loves snatching a phone.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she
just
said
that
snatch the
alone.
phone, I knew it was Bruce. Yeah. That's just
Doesn't
go to
matter.
So shout out to
Bruce.
Bruce. But like the cocktails suck. Yeah, just order something straight.
Maybe.
Or,
Yeah.
Order the margarita's
People are like,
fine.
oh, what's good? I was like, what do you like?
Yeah.
A beer.
Yeah.
The
Like-
beer is probably something we can't
You
fuck
like
up.
whiskey?
Yeah, do
Like,
you want a heavily poured whiskey Coke? You come to the right place. bro.
Yeah. All the cocktail
what's the
stuff.
fruit drink out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Wait staff is loud and blocks the stage.
See, but
Yeah,
this feels like it
that's
had to be a belly show, so it wasn't like Dana.
It's
true.
definitely
It could have been
better.
OR on a Friday.
It's
Oh, like a
point.
Vargas
Yeah,
one?
yeah, like a
Might have
Friday
been
one.
Dana.
Yeah.
Might have been me.
Yeah, Dana going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you guys want to order?
It's been during my set. I go, can you do that louder, please?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I have almost yelled. I thought they were heckling, and I was like, oh no, it's someone doing their job poorly,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is always good. I'm gonna get some servers. I haven't done a server episode in a while. That could be fun. It'll also be like a real shit show.
Let him drink before.
We passed
Make
out.
them drink before.
They will
will be
have party.
asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have something to do today. Might as well get buzzed. I'm a wait staff.
Don't hate.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for being on the pod, and we'll see you next time at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.